Hi, guys. I wanted to take a few moments, and I promise it will only be a few moments. But I wanted to welcome everyone today to this very special occasion of Claire and Jordan's wedding. I realize a lot of you came from out of town to be here. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. And I know you made a lot of sacrifices. Elkhart's not necessarily the easiest place to get to, but we really appreciate you being here and spending time with us as a family in this very special occasion. So thank you so much. And I understand we actually even have a family from Sweden here tonight. So welcome. Okay, so someone told me there's a small Air Force contingent here tonight. Is that true? 3 of you. Okay, 3 of you. Well, let's try this one. How about Notre Dame contingent here tonight? There we go. There we go. Well, welcome all of you. We really appreciate you being here. Most of you probably already know this, but Jordan and Claire met at Notre Dame. They're both aerospace engineers. They're both part of the Air Force ROTC program. And they started out as friends, but we had been hearing about Hoover for a couple of years before they actually started dating. As a matter of fact, we thought his first name was Hoover. But it's not. It's Jordan. And Jordan, you're a great guy. We're really thrilled to have you as part of the family, and really a credit to Terry and Chris for raising you to be such a wonderful young man. So, I asked Claire, what are some things you love about Jordan? And I know he's anxious to hear these too. But they're serious. It's your honesty and your moral compass. You see what you get with Jordan Hoover. She also said, you're a caring person. Particularly, don't roll your eyes, it's serious, it is. You're a caring person, particularly with friends and family. You're a problem solver. You don't dwell, you love to get to it and get things fixed. And finally, your enthusiasms. She loves your passions. She loves radios, she loves planes, she loved the wedding proposal, and she especially loved the countdown clock to the big wedding day. So thank you, Jordan. Again, you're a great guy, and welcome to the family. Claire, my baby doll. I asked Jordan, what are 3 things he loves about you? For some reason, neither of you get what 3 means. I asked for 3, I got like a dozen. So let me just pick 4 of the ones that you guys cited. You always try to do the right thing. You're very deliberate, you're very contemplative, and you're very, very thoughtful. You give maximum effort in everything you do. Anyone who knows your college travails knows that you worked on 2 or 3 hours a night of sleep. ROTC, band, Air Force Today, you name it, you're engaged in it. You go out of your way to help people. You're probably one of the most empathetic people that I know. You lend a hand and you lend an ear whenever somebody needs it, and you actually seek it out. It doesn't come to you, you find it. And the last thing is you're beautiful. And I think anyone who sees you tonight or sees you ever or spends time with you knows that you are beautiful inside and you are beautiful outside. I've got a few other things, though, to add from Mom and I. The first would be how much we enjoy being in your company. Your smile, your optimism, your personality, you lighten up a room. We just love to be around you, and we adore you. The second thing is how proud we are of the young lady you've become. You give maximum effort in everything you do. Jordan's right. Your moral compass. Mom and I used to joke, when we grow up, we want to be just like you. And your love of family, and in particular, your love of your sisters, who adore you. The last thing, well, Anna, questionable. The last thing I would say is how excited we are for the both of you as you write your next chapter of life together. One more page, I promise. the both of you, you can hear you value a lot of the same things in each other. And that's probably what attracted you to each other in the first place. But you also share a love of country, a love of the Air Force, a love of Notre Dame, a love of your families, and a love of each other. Just remember, things won't always be completely agreeable. And when those things happen, it's more about us than it is about me. Keep your lifelong partnership focused on trust, love, and communication. So if I can take a moment and ask you guys to raise a glass to the new couple. Okay, so I aped this quote from a French poet. I can't pronounce his name because I'll destroy it. But more importantly, he was an aviator. And he said, "Love does not consist of gazing at each other, but looking outward together in the same direction. Keep your love and marriage endearing, enduring, and a lifelong partnership." Congratulations, you two. Love you.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for that. Thank you for that introduction. My first line was actually, for those of you who don't know us, we are Nicole and Anna, Claire's triplet sisters. And since we're both technically maids of honor, we would like to make this toast together.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So the three of us have always been really close. We went through everything together: grade school, middle school, the band, high school, and moving to Chicago. In fact, we always used to have a running joke that if someone were picking on us, Claire would be the muscle that they wouldn't want to mess with. Nicole would use her wit to outsmart them, and I would be standing in the background talking smack in my head. Things did get a little tougher when we went to college, of course, with being separated and away from home for the first time. And knowing that they chose willingly to go to an inferior institution. Tough crowd. But I think the distance has actually strengthened our bond, and the three of us were and will always be best friends.
So on a personal note for me, I can tell you without any hesitation at all that I would not have made it through Notre Dame engineering without Claire. Through all the long nights working on engineering homework to band seasons and rehearsals and practices and trips and game day. And pile on top of that all of the ROTC work that Claire did. I still consider myself to be the world's most educated civilian on Air Force ROTC practices. But we worked through it all together, and I couldn't have done it without her.
But then one day it became official that Claire and Jordan were dating, and there was a general, finally, going around our family. Claire and Jordan, or Hoover as we knew him, were really good friends prior to that, and we were not even a little bit surprised when they started dating. Also just want to throw out there that I was the first one to call it. During junior year, she'd always be going on about him, and I would be like, "Are you guys dating yet?" And she would kind of get all coy and be like, "No, it's not like that." But I would like to tell the story of when I first met Jordan Hoover, because it's great, and Nicole doesn't remember when she met him because her memory's awful. So I had to help my sisters move out of their dorm at the end of junior year. Don't get me started on Claire's packing. It's terrible, and good luck with that. Yeah. During the trip, my mom, my sisters, and I went to Five Guys by campus to meet Jordan. Once we got there, the conversation was all engineering and went to Jordan's rocket team. He explained the process of building a rocket, how his team got it to fly for the competition, and even how the team created the controls for the rocket, if you recall. All I could do was sit and eat my burger and realize the reason why rockets fly is not magic. After we left, I turned to my family and I was like, I'm pretty sure my IQ dropped after that meal. But over the past few years, I've gotten to know Jordan and realized that while he's incredibly smart and my IQ is currently dropping as we talk. He is also a very down-to-earth person and is fun to hang out with.
But then one day, senior year, this was after Jordan had graduated, Claire got a package from him, which he opened up in our dorm room one day while I was there. And turned out it was a box, and inside there was a card, a mystery envelope, which turned out to be a gift card to Texas Roadhouse, and about 1,000 little Hershey Kisses and Hershey miniatures wrapped in gold foil. And so, as I'm sure most of you in the audience are aware, when an Air Force ROTC officer graduates and commissions, one of the first things they get is a shiny new set of gold rank. They call it the gold bars. They pin it to the shoulders of the uniform there. And so the Hershey miniatures wrapped in gold foil was so that Claire could have her own gold bars. It's kind of the first sign of becoming like a full officer in the Air Force. At that point, Claire was only a couple weeks away from it. Jordan already was. So, in addition to that, there was a packing slip in the package, which, along with line items for the gift card and the Hershey Kisses, were line items for things like "Love from 1,000 miles away" and "Days that I miss you," all of them. So I'm sitting over at my desk watching her open this, and like, what kind of college-age guy sends a gift that thoughtful? It wasn't, Christmas or her birthday or anything like that. He had just sent it as encouragement to make it through final exams. A small surprise from 1,000 miles away to remind her that he's thinking about her, and he knows that she can make it through arguably one of the most challenging parts of being in school. And that's when it hit me that this was something really special. Since then, it's been one thoughtful gesture after another, and I've never seen Claire so happy as when she's spending time with you, Jordan, and I'm sure the same can be said in reverse. And their ability to make the most out of being apart never ceases to amaze me. So, to quote my favorite TV show, Sherlock, and watch out, Anna, this one's probably going to make an appearance someday at your wedding too. Jordan, when I, or we, say, when we say that you deserve Claire, it is the highest compliment of which we are capable. Claire is incredibly smart, thoughtful, hardworking, and kind to everyone she meets. And we know from our interactions with you and what we've seen of you two together that you two, Jordan, are incredibly thoughtful, kind, smart, and caring. We know that the two of you will do great things together.
So if everyone could raise their glasses now, we'd like to give a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Hoover. Just so you know, we're still going to call you Hoover. There we go. Cheers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Minutolo. For those of you that don't know me, I was Jordan's roommate for 3 years at Notre Dame, 3 very interesting years. First, to keep all of our priorities straight, as this is a very Notre Dame-filled crowd, the Irish were victorious today over the Tar Heels, 33-10. Looking to build on a strong season. So I lived with Jordan for 3 years, three great years, and the 1 year we didn't live together was freshman year, and we spent a lot of time together even then in a small quad on the first floor of Alumni Hall with a good crew of people, and spent entirely too much time together. And after that, it just blossomed into an incredible relationship. And I got a question a few times of, what is it like to live with Jordan Hoover? How does that work out for you? And my answer, to keep it simple, was always, it's a very interesting experience. Whether you're, when we were in freshman year or whatever, working on chemistry homework, getting through all our engineering classes, or we were working on one of our fun projects with, our lighting controllers and all the electronics going on, or the remote control airplanes or the ROTC or the rockets or any of the speakers, and I could just keep going for hours actually. So many excellent projects that we worked on together. And really, what I got from this, Jordan, was, your dedication to all these different things that hold your interest. You were always interested in all the stuff you were learning and trying to put it to good use in our dorm room. And just your enthusiasm for life and everything going on at Notre Dame was wonderful. So, Claire, you're wonderful. I remember hearing, for the first time a few times from Jordan when you just met, actually, talking about, there's this really cool girl in ROTC who's really, really got a great work ethic. And, it started out as a few offhanded comments, and it started to grow and grow. And it was wonderful to see the beginnings of that relationship and how it has come to be what it is today. So, Jordan, you're a great man, and I truly appreciate you and what you've been for me. I have 2 brothers and my close family, and after that, you're the person that I've lived with the longest during my time, and you're the brother that I chose. So, thank you for being this for me. Thank you, Claire, for becoming a part of his life. I know you're just incredible. I know you two are going to be so happy together, and I look forward to being a small part of these coming chapters of your time together. So, everybody, again, if you'll raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Hoover.
We just want to start out by saying thank you to everyone for being here. There are so many thank yous that we could say right now, but it would never do it justice for this wonderful evening, this wonderful day, and to have so many of our closest friends and family all in one room. So I will just leave it with a blanket thank you, and hopefully we can make it up to you someday.
And now, on a note that I'm sure you knew was coming, as 2 former AF ROTC CTAs were up here, and those of you that in ROTC have been to dining out, you know what's coming. There's a tradition in the military that comes, it's debated where it comes from, but basically, as a member of a military unit, you're expected to have a certain round metal object with you at all times. And that is to prove your loyalty to the unit and to be able to prove that you are a member at any time. So first of all, does my wife have her round metal object on her? She does. Now, everyone else in the military, get them out. You know what to do. Everyone else? Yep. If you don't have one, the bar is over there. Get yourself a drink and down it quickly. You know who you are. Integrity first. Seriously, go to the bar. Do it. It's a good idea.
Yeah!
Hey, there we go.
Thank you for being honest, and thank you for keeping the party going.